Heyo, how's everybody doing today? Hope anyone out there is watching this right now or at some point in the future is having themselves a fantastic day today. Welcome, my name is Relikai. I'm going to be playing myself a video game on the internet. And tonight that video game is going to be Fate Grand Order. So, we are continuing on with LB6. There's some kind of event going on. I don't think it really matters all that much. I think it's a lotto event, so, you know, yeah, whatever. But, yeah, so... really quickly, just to get the obvious out of the way, yep, I got myself my haircut. So yeah, it definitely feels nice. Feels nice to not have that shaggy beast just sitting on top of my head anymore. I mentioned that I was gonna try and get a haircut that was like a little bit more what I was calling fashion conscious, but I don't know. It kind of feels like it's just sort of the same as the haircuts that I would get before. The only thing that was kind of different about it is the way in which the lady did it. Like, she kind of just like, the first move she did was just to take her buzzer and just like just buzz off all of the sides and the back. And then she took off a lot more on the top than I thought she would, because like I showed her a picture of what it was I was after. She said that the guy's hair in the picture was like heavier than mine, in which case I'm like, well then shouldn't you have left more of my hair then, in order to sort of get the same general kind of look? But you know, it's not my place to tell her how to do her job, I suppose. Actually, it kind of is, because, you know, when people come in to get their hair cut, usually they're supposed to be cutting it the way that you want it to be cut. But, you know, it's fine. It's also, I'm assuming that maybe my hair will kind of more grow into the general look that I was going after, rather than it looking like how I wanted it to right out of the gate, and then in like 3 weeks it'll look completely different and won't actually look like what I was wanting it to look like. So maybe she was going more for the strategy of, hey, let it grow into it so that you can actually have that aesthetic that you're after longer, rather than, you know, having it for just, you know, just like right now, and then it's gone after that. So who knows? But regardless, I'm just glad to have it shorter now. So this should definitely feel a lot better as the months are getting hotter, and it should be a lot easier to wash. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with it overall. So yeah. That's about everything that I felt like I need to mention up front. Oh, except for the fact that so I am kind of feeling a little bit tired, but it's because today was like a errand day, so I was literally out for like 3 hours just running errands. You know, got like my car washed, went and deposited some money, got my hair cut, and had to go return something to a store. And while I was at the store, I was looking around and I was like, ah, shit, god damn it. I swear to God, I click on the button in order to make it, in order to get the audio going, and that just doesn't happen. OBS just continuing its brat arc forever and always, I guess. But anyway, so while I was at the store looking around, I went and picked up a little something, that being this. Yeah, got myself a little Anya figurine, which when I say little, it's very little. Like, look at, like, compared to my hand, she is tiny. But I mean, you know, that kind of makes sense. You know, she's quite diminutive in the show. But yeah, she's like, it's really nice looking for, like, you know, it's obviously not like a huge figure, but yeah, she's really cute, and I like her pose, I like her expression. This really kind of looks like it's probably a pop-up parade, in all honesty, even though it doesn't say pop-up parade on the box, but I mean, it sure as hell looks like one. But yeah. How's it going, Potato? I hope you're having yourself a good night. Very small. Yes. So, unlike you, she is very small. But yeah, she cute. So, I was like, hey, you know what? Why not? So, yeah, went and picked her up and then came back. So, yeah. There's also been a bunch of like, bunch of VTuber nonsense that ended up coming out today. You know, I feel like it's been a hot minute since, like, you know, one of these things happened. So, you know, guess it was about time for another one. So yeah, I guess Cinder. It's Cinder's time now, which pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I only know about it, one, because like my roommate told me about it, because he used to be a big Cinder fan. And then also, I have been an artist that I have been a supporter of for years now. Has, you know, she has been friends with Cinder for a little while, and she's done a lot of work for her. I think literally, just like her last post on Twitter was about a piece that she did for Cinder. And yeah, so right now she's saying that she's waiting to hear Cinder's side of the story. But, you know, here's the thing, like, based on everything that has come out, I'm wondering, like, okay, so did she actually think of you as a friend, or was she just looking to try and, you know, monopolize your talents? Because that's what she was trying to do with Nano. So I don't know, man. So I guess we'll see. Well, I'll see what happens there. It doesn't matter to you guys. So don't even worry about it. I will see what happens there eventually. I'm hoping that she'll be able to maybe see the writing on the wall and just kind of accept that, you know, it probably just is what it is. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anywho, yeah, I think that is about everything that I need to discuss. I also just remember that I wanted to check something real quick. While I was out, I also stopped off at Best Buy and talked to one of the employees there, and he actually, I was asking about GPUs and whatnot, and he actually showed me the Best Buy website and how apparently, I guess there might be some 9070 XTs that are kind of in like at MSRP, and they might actually be in stock. Let me see. Yeah, so there is a $630 9070 XT. That is kind of crazy, I will say. Oh, wait a second. No, never mind. It's the 7800 XT. Man, you know, when I literally specifically search up a specific thing, typically I only want to see results for that thing that I specifically put in. Okay, there is the one model that's $60 over MSRP, and that's like, never mind, it's sold out. All right, forget it. Now, everything still sucks. Everything's terrible. Now, forget it. Okay, good stuff. Hey, Drew, how's it going? Hope your night's going well. Appreciate you stopping in. We are just about to get things started up here in FGO, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So let me go ahead and get the game audio started. All right, and then we'll kill the BGM here. All right. Oh, and hold up. There's Altera. Alrighty. Cool beans. Okay, so yeah, there's like this thing going on. Ilya's Karakuri castle. Yeah, it's some sort of lotto event. So yeah, we're just gonna continue on. We're gonna continue on with the main story here. I believe there is a what's it called? An anniversary event for FGO that's about to happen soon. Maybe I'll check that out. Who knows? I also don't know. I think there might be a Genshin event happening right now that actually is might be worth checking out. I'm not sure, but regardless, I am still going to we are still gonna play Nikke tomorrow instead for the you know, the whole Little Mermaid event. We'll see what happens there. I've heard that there's spoilers in it. I can kind of gauge as to what they probably might be related to, because I did see, you know, they put out like that 2.5 anniversary cake thing, and I read through like the dialogue of it, where I guess it was Little Mermaid, Mihara, and Uni talking, and for one reason or another, clearly I don't know why, because I'm still in like chapter 19 or something in the storyline. Uni doesn't seem to be able to speak all that clearly anymore. So, looks like some type of shenaniganery is going to be going on with her later on in the story. Which, I mean, they were indicating with her, I guess, she was teaming up with Crow, I think. So, I guess things aren't going to go too well for our girl there, so I guess I'll find out what that's all about at some point. And yeah, I guess Mihara's got a new SSR unit, which I think I've seen what Mihara's new unit looks like. It kind of gives me the same sort of vibes as oh, what's her name? I can't remember her name. You know, the queen, the leader of like the surface Nikke. You know, the one that Alice rolls around with. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I think it starts with an M. But yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of her original unit. But then when her event unit came out, I was like, hey yo, I am all about what you got going on there. I think it's the same thing with Mihara, where yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of like the way her standard unit looks, but her SSR unit, there you go. Let's see, playing new launch called, oh yeah, I've heard of Claire Obscura. I heard about it like months ago from a gaming podcast I've been listening to, but I never looked into it. They said it was really good, and I was like, all right, well then maybe I'll hear about it in like 2 months or something. And lo and behold, everybody and their dog is now talking about it. So good stuff. I will probably maybe get it whenever it decides to go on sale, because I've already got too many other games to play. But yeah, it seems cool, so I will pick it up at some point. Gonna say what happened. Not gonna say what happened to Uni. It's in the second side story episode. The side story, really? It doesn't even happen in the main storyline? Huh. Ludmilla. Yeah, that's her name. Yeah. I really like Ludmilla's. I guess you would call it like a Christmas or event outfit or unit. Not the biggest fan of her regular unit, but yeah. So I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I'm gonna try and go for Little Mermaid. We'll try for her, and then I guess we'll also maybe try for Mihara whenever her banner starts up. Obviously, I got Mori because I'm pretty sure she's just free. I also really like her design. You know, she looks like an angry little cutie. So I'll be interested to see what her whole deal is. Already have Siren, still calling her that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna flip-flop between going back and forth with calling her one or the other. All right. Oh yeah, and I guess Cinderella and Grave are also going to have new outfits. I guess Grave's outfit you can get just by, you know, from logging in and all that sort of stuff. Although no, you will have to pay for it. Yeah, that's the only downside. And then I'm assuming you've got to do the scam costume gacha to get Cinderella's. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna get either. Well, I'll probably get Graves, because, you know, if I get all the stuff, then yeah, I guess I'd be fine with, like, you know, just paying the $10 or whatever. At least I'm guaranteed to get it. And I do really like her outfit too. It looks good. Cinderella's, yeah, fucking around with the costume gacha is just begging to be disappointed. So it looks really nice, but I'm not gonna get it. Mori Zien is Mawika? Is she? Huh. How about that? Sin's new skin is gonna be the monthly pass. Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I'll get both of them. I wasn't able to get her bath time outfit, so you know what? Maybe I'll get her trendy girl out and about on the town outfit. Why not? All right. So what do we got going on here? Ash, the savior. Hector, the bearded black knight. Totoro, the Tomlin, and Mash, the mysterious shield knight who claimed to have come from 2,400 years in the future. Together, these four companions traveled the land of Britain, now free of clan warfare as they made their way towards the pit. The year was Fey Era 400, about 6 months before the coronation was to be held at Londinium. Helm had the bath time skin. Wasn't or was Cinderella's like a bedtime skin? It was something in that sort of, with that kind of energy. That's all I remember. So you haven't actually been reborn several times then, Ash? You've just been alive for a really long time? That's right. Whenever I banished a calamity, I'd always hide out in a cave and rest in a coffin for a while. She's a vampire. Amazing. I love it. Let's see. I think I'd usually sleep for about 20 years or so. Anyway, disappearing like that, it's no wonder everyone thought I died in the fight. So, why would you hide away from everyone like that? Wouldn't they want to shower you with gratitude for saving them from a calamity? No, they wouldn't. I'm a caster, the one who channels the voice of paradise. Most fairies in Britain hate everything about me. If I'd stuck around after banishing a calamity, I would inevitably end up being the cause of conflict myself. She's a witch! I believe Sin's $60 called Glass Princess. Yes. I really want that Grave skin, but goddamn my free-to-play self. Like, you can still be largely free-to-play, and just once in a while, you know, especially if it's like, you know, definitely a good deal, like the Welkin Moon. Like, literally, like, $5 a month, you get, just, you know, 90 primos every single day. That's like a no-brainer. And then if you're, like, guaranteed to get the thing, you know, it's, like, that's the whole philosophy behind free-to-play, is that when you pay for stuff in gacha games, you don't have a guarantee that you're gonna get the thing. You know, the big pulls, the characters and whatnot, the units. But if you're guaranteed to get the thing, then you might as well do it. So it's not giving in, because at that point you're just purchasing something. You're not gambling to get it. Let's see. So I decided to hibernate while I let the clan leaders handle the post-calamity politics. So she comes in like a superhero. She comes in, fixes or stops the big calamity, and then leaves everyone else to clean up. Good stuff.
Hibernate? As in literally sleeping all winter while there isn't enough food to go around?
That's right. Plus, it was a great way to recover the magical energy I spent banishing the calamities. Oh, you know, baby girl, I've got a more effective way for you to be able to recover magical energy, you know? I'm just saying.
But I won't have to do that this time. Things are going to change in Britain now that Uther's going to be king.
It's only just gives it a push. What? It's only just gives it a push. Yes.
This will no longer be a world where people kill each other for no reason. The fact that you said in the future it's the era of the High Queen is proof that the world must have changed. Well, I guess that's true. The fairy Britain I knew was ruled by a single monarch, but still. Are things really that terrible in Britain right now, Ash? I know you said the clans were always fighting, but I just can't imagine that all fairies would be so aggressive.
There's only so much land in Britain. Aggressive cough.
These days, there's enough for each clan to have their own territory, but that wasn't always the case.
Oh yeah, I think Mumei's graduation just started right now. So if anyone needs to rush off to watch that, it's going on right now. It's your last chance to moom, y'all. So yeah, that's gonna be sad. Although this month we have also seen Ame and Chloe like show back up for a little special appearances. So those associate titles are finally actually meaning something. We still haven't seen Coco though, so still waiting for her to show up one day. But yeah, that's nice to see that. You know, it's nice to see the people who said like, yeah, we'll come back once in a while for special occasions. They actually did do that, so yeah, it's good stuff. At least Ame made a cameo. Yeah, and it was fun. Her appearance was a lot more of a cameo than Chloe's. Like, Chloe came in and she actually, she was there for a solid few minutes. I mean, Ame technically was as well, but, you know, it was just for a song. She didn't really, you know, stick around and chat or say anything like Chloe did. But hey, it was still nice to see her.
The land of Britain is very literally made from and built upon the bodies of dead fairies. It only took the form it has now at the cost of thousands of fairies being killed every day in constant warfare. So the very conflict the clans fought over the limited land in this world created more land to live upon.
I think I had a stroke while reading this sentence. So the very conflict the clans fought over the limited land in this world created more land to live upon. I think I understood that sentence less the second time I read it. So the very conflict the clans fought over the limited land in this world created more land to live upon. Okay, I think I finally got it that time. That is a hella awkward sentence. Goddamn. Coco is Hollow affiliated? Yes. I don't know if you might be referring to the same Coco as I am, because I mean, I guess there are still people who are just finding out about Hololive or getting you know, like nowadays. So yeah, it is weird to think that there are people who don't know about the old guard, or like the ones who have already left, or the ancient memes that, you know, were around like 3 years ago or something like that. Dang, I feel fucking old. Yes, Kiryu Coco was in Hololive. But now she's Kei-san. So yeah, that's all good. I'm having a stroke from that as well. Yeah.
Had it not been I don't think I read that last line. For that reason, hating and killing other clans became not just accepted, but encouraged.
Oh, so it's America.
Had it not been, Britain would still be as small today as it once was. So I've always tried to just pretend the calamities from wiping everyone out while doing my best to stay away from the clan wars. I see. Totterot also told me how the Isle of Britain is made from the bodies of dead fairies. I suppose I can see how that might make waging war to expand the livable territory here necessary, but why is it that Britain was small in the first place? In the world I originally came from, the Isle of Britain was much bigger than this. Yeah, why is your Britain so much smaller than our Britain? It's not even cold outside. I can only imagine something strange must have happened long ago that made it necessary to rebuild the land with fairy corpses. Yes, I've wondered the same thing myself. Why did Britain end up like this? But I was only born 3,600 years ago, which I guess would be Fae Era 4000 from your perspective, and nobody ever taught me anything about what happened in Fae Era 12,000 when Britain first came into existence.
You know, Ash, you look pretty good for your age. Which is... That was a really awkward joke in in the Santa Claus. So, The Santa Claus is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. The one with Tim Allen from back in the 90s. But there was a bit of an awkward joke in there where, for one thing, they had all of the elves played by children rather than by, little people or something like that, which, is, it's kind of disappointing, obviously, because, little people actors don't get a whole lot of roles, even today, Disney. But, which is funny because the Santa Claus was also a Disney movie, but so they're all played by children, and then there's this one girl elf who comes in with Tim Allen and gives him some hot chocolate, and she's talking about this is my own recipe. It took me 1,200 years to get it right. And Tim Allen's like, 1,200 years? And she's like, that's right. And he goes, I must say, you look pretty good for your age. And she's like, thanks, but I'm seeing someone in rapping. And he's like, okay. So, it's a little awkward, but the way in which, it's acted out makes it not creepy, So, because for one thing, he says it he doesn't say it like he's leering at her, leering at this, not literal child, because, again, she's an elf in the movie, but, he doesn't make it sound creepy. He just says, hey, you look pretty good for your age, And then she's like, thanks, but I'm already seeing someone. And he's just like, okay. So, yeah, it's a little amusing, just how close it came to being really awkward. My brain had an aneurysm for what Ash just said about her age. Oh, with all the there's a whole lot of numbers going on here, so don't worry about it.
Fae Era 12,000? That's about the same time Olympus diverged from proper human history. Then does that mean there's no British history that goes back further? Are there really only 12,000 years of Fae Era? And that's it?
I mean, according to some folks, you ask, they'll give you this book, and they'll be like, yes, according to this book, the Britain is only 12,000 years old.
Yes, that I'm sure about. The records at Ornkey said as much. In the beginning, there was only the ocean, 6 fairies, a shrine maiden, and a beast, and they said, let there be light.
I feel like she might have just dropped a big reference there, but oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. I forgot about this fucking Dark Souls CGI man.
No. How many times do I have to tell you? If we want to dye it yellow, you use onion skins. If you want to prevent the colors from fading, you use salt. Boil some water, dissolve the salt, then soak the cloves. We went over this yesterday. If you're not going to do it properly, then don't bother doing it at all. Just stick to tying enemies up.
Aw. Why you berating her so much, man? She's doing her best.
How did it go again? How do you use yarn again? And how do you get cotton to look nice again? I don't know. I just don't know.
Look at that hunk of armor. Yeah, it looked like old school CG character screenshots that would be used for like the back of video game cases. It was quite funny. Oh shit! One other thing, in addition to my little Anya here that I got today, even though her face is being absolutely blown out by the light, I also picked something else up. I picked up a DVD that or not a DVD, but I picked up a movie that I haven't actually watched yet, which is the DBZ Broly movie, which I've seen some clips of it, and the animation looks crazy. But yeah, like this whole time I still haven't actually watched it, so I am actually excited to check it out. And yeah, on Blu-ray, because yeah, I'm already seeing it. I was already predicting about a year ago that we're about to have like a physical media resurgence where like Zoomers and maybe not Gen Alpha, but definitely Zoomers are suddenly going to be nostalgic for having physical media. They're going to be like, yes, when I was but a toddler, I had these DVDs. And it's like, man. And so now that we've moved, all the corpos have tried to make us move exclusively to an all digital hellscape. The Zoomers are all going to be like, no, I won't stand for it. I demand physical media back again. And so I'm like, it's coming. It's right around the corner here. So yeah, it's good stuff. Be ready to hear a lot of Kakarot. Well, I mean, I'd seen the Broly movie from way back in like the 2000s. So yeah, I know I've heard enough Kakarot in my days to be ready for however many Kakarots there might be in this movie.
Why am I like this? Why can't I do these simple things? Totoro, are you still up? Wah! Yeah, I'm up. I'm on guard duty tonight. I wasn't just practicing stuff or anything. Now, what are you still doing up? Go back to sleep. We're going to the pit tomorrow, remember?
All my shit is all clogged up. I can't get these voices correct.
Practice? So you're not just picking up all these tools scattered on the ground?
Oh.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I have it all wrong, don't I? Let's see, I'm guessing you're in the middle of sewing something, right? That's right. I'm making Ash's coronation gown. She told the humans at the castle that she didn't need one for herself, so I thought I'd make her one. Sewing's the only thing I've ever been any good at. But I just can't do it. I've been trying for months and I'm no closer than when I started.
Aw, her sad face is so sad. Yeah, I haven't seen sad Tabby Cat before. This is sad. I don't like it. Is that a bow Totoro has? No, it's a staff, but it has a sewing. It has like a sewing spindle on top of it. Don't ask how it works. Also, she uses it like a broom. Like a magic broom to fly around on. So, yeah. Kind of like Cardcaptor Sakura, I guess, is the closest comparison I could make.
2 or 3 days after I hear something, I just forget it entirely. I can't do anything except except stuff I was born knowing how to do. The Black Knight says all I have to worry about is fighting. But ever since I saw those beautiful gowns at the palace, there's been this kind of ache in my chest. I keep feeling sad and just wanting to cry for no reason. It feels like I'm missing something important, something I need to feel whole. So I thought, maybe if I could make clothes like human tailors can, I could figure out what it is. But I'm just too stupid. No matter how many times someone teaches me something, I can never learn anything new.
Aww, I don't like this. I don't like sad, Habby Cat. She needs to be all full of spunk and pep and sass and not, like, sad and calling herself stupid.
I don't know why I'm like this, but I still want to try making clothes. Honestly, I'd much rather do that than fight.
Aw.
Totoro. Well, how about you try keeping a diary? Everybody forgets things sometimes, but writing can help with that. It could be just like taking notes. All you have to do is write what you want to remember. I know because I keep a diary too. If you like, I'd be glad to share my tips and tricks every day. But I don't know how to write, and even if I tried to learn, I'd just forget that too. That's okay. I don't know how to read or write in fairy either, but we can study together. Don't worry, Totoro. Even if your mind forgets how to write, your body can be trained to remember for you. The very fact that we're conversing right now shows that you're able to hold a thought in your head and put it into words. So if you can do that, you can absolutely put your thoughts into written words too. I promise you, that's something you were born knowing how to do, just like your other skills.
That's right, Mash. You just gotta build her up, gas her up, glaze her up, all the things and the hip new lingo and whatnot. Just do it all, girl. Yay. Man, I can feel it all kind of like getting like broken up when I gargle. Not the glaze part though. No, all of it. Every single step is necessary. See? Look! You wouldn't get that reaction if you skipped over the glazing. That's a hole.
So this is the pit. It makes sense that Camelot wouldn't be built here yet.
Here's the thing though. It's definitely there in this JPEG, in this like 480 by 480 JPEG that they've used. It's definitely there. They just zoomed all the way in so that you wouldn't be able to see it because they're too fucking lazy to make a new one. I mean, hey, at least FGO makes different backgrounds, unlike fucking Nikkei. So, you know, I can't be too harsh on them, but still, like, I can tell you guys zoomed way too fucking hard in on this JPEG that was not meant to be observed this closely. I mean, the fact that y'all are still putting out these, like, this game in like 720p a decade later, just how dare you? That's all I have to say about that. How dare you? In the year of our Lord 2025, this game is still in 720 fucking p. God damn, man. I don't even have words for that. Just stop. Cease doing what you're doing and give us at least 1080p. God damn.
It's quite safe, Totoro. There are no moors near the pit, and all the other fairies always keep their distance.
I didn't read what Totoro said.
Are you really going down there, Ash? I'm against this. It's creepy. We won't have to worry about being attacked by anyone from the anti-Londinium faction here. All you have to do is keep hold of your thread while I reinforce it with Magecraft. And all Mash has to do is hold on tight so she doesn't fall to the bottom. Me? You want Mash to go down there? Then I'm going too. It's not fair to make her go by herself. I'm afraid you have to be up here, Todorot. There's no one else who can raise or lower the thread after all. Oh, right. But then, what do we do? It's okay, Todorot. This did come as a surprise, but I'll be fine. I've investigated old ruins like this a number of times before, and I know your thread is just as strong as a solid wire rope.
Gotta get going. Hope you enjoy your 720p hell. I mean, I've endured it this long, so yeah. Appreciate you stopping in, Drew. Have yourself a good night. Stay groovy.
So you don't have to worry about me. I promise I'll come back safe. So just watch over me from here.
Wait, why did I make Mash's voice sound like Ash? Goddamn. Mash and Ash, damn.
Okay, got it. You're really brave, aren't you, Mash? Okay, Mash, come this way, please. We'll tie one thread around your waist as a lifeline and make a foothold with the other thread so you can stand. There, that should do it.
I mean, the only thing that should go around Mash's waist should be my arm, but I mean, that's fine, I guess.
We should be able to talk to each other through the thread, too, so if you sense any danger, all you have to do is yell. Should the foothold thread come loose, we, by which I mean Ector, will pull you up with the lifeline as fast as we can. My enchantment will let Todorot extend her thread up to 8 kilometers, but you don't have to go all the way down to the bottom. All you have to do is reach a point where you can tell how deep the pit is, and what lies at its bottom. Remember, you're only there to look around, okay?
Obviously, the only one of us thinking of doing more than just looking is you. One of these days, you really need to learn to stop attacking dangerous things the moment you see them. You're lucky you have me and Rhineneck. Nobody else could handle your so-called strategies.
He's right. I didn't think this out until Mash showed up, but it's true. You take way too many risks, Ash. Not to mention you're totally merciless towards our enemies. Oh, don't be silly. I'm just keeping things fresh. Still, I will admit that I've been leaning on you all more than I should. After all, you always help me make it through even the toughest battles with a smile. I've felt like giving up so many times. If not for all of you, I never would have made it this far. Nah. Okay, I'll be back soon. I'm counting on you to help me navigate, Ash.
Oh boy.
I've been going down for 60 minutes so far. I'm 7 kilometers down now.
God damn! 60 minutes of just non-stop descending. It's like she's going into the Marianas Trench.
Still, no changes in scale and no signs of life. Although, is this ash? It's billowing up from the bottom of the pit.
That doesn't sound good.
So this must be where the ash I sometimes see in Fairy Britain's atmosphere comes from. And if there's ash, there must be something burning. I wonder what could be down here.
I wasn't expecting it to be this deep.
Can you still not see the bottom, Mash? It must be pitch black down there now, no? Are you okay? Are you cold? I can't see any light from the surface anymore, but it's actually fairly warm. That said...
I don't like that.
It feels like the air is getting heavier the further down I go.
Yeah, no, I would be freaking the fuck out. Just surrounded by darkness and, like, hearing that sound. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I'm only able to breathe thanks to Galahad's protections. 7,400 meters. 75. Still no change in the pit. Can you extend the thread any further, Ash? I won't be able to see what's going on unless I... Wait.
Huh? The fuck is that?
I can see something down below. There's a red light. It almost looks like fire.
Oh.
What's that sound? What's going on, Ash? Mash, get out of the foothold. The threads become corrupted. A fatal surge of magical elements is coming up from below. No way. There's enough cursed energy here in this lost belt to cover all of Britain. No, the entire planet. That place down there isn't of this world. Don't look in the eye or you'll... Mash? Mash? Oh no, she's lost consciousness. Get her out of there, Ector. I can't believe it. That thing at the bottom, it's... Huh? Cernunus? Cernunus. Cernunas. Sure. But why? What's an ancient Celtic god's corpse doing at the bottom of the pit? Oh, is it that giant beast that we saw in the in that mural or whatever? Oh my god, flashbang. Mash, you're awake! Oh, finally! Damn it, Mash, you scare me to death! Cerny, yes. Aww. Totodot, please calm down. Let me see. The last thing I remember, I was going down the pit and... I'm so sorry, Mash. I was obviously being reckless, and you nearly paid the price for that. You're in Salisbury's great cathedral now. We brought you here after you lost consciousness. Your whole body was covered in with a horrific curse when we pulled you out of the pit. My magecraft alone wasn't strong enough to remove it. But with this land's cleansing power, and the power of the Wind Clan, I was able to finally dispel it. Now I remember. I fainted when I saw that fire. Thank you so much for saving me, Ash. I'm the one who should be apologizing. I caused this. As for the fire at the bottom of the pit... That can wait until later. That's something we'll probably need to spend 10, 20, no more like 200 years resolving. I'm just glad we know what's down there now. Thank you for helping us, Mash. Once Britain has been officially unified, I'll talk to Uther about possible solutions for what's in the pit. Is that all you have to say, Ash? Mash almost died, you know. Oh my god. Oh man, I'm feeling like a sudden like rush of lightheadedness from I'm presuming hunger, cause yeah, I haven't really eaten anything today. I have pretzels, but that's like, yeah, no, that's not true. I had myself a bowl of oatmeal this morning. Oatmeal with some mixed berries, and then I did have some of these pretzels earlier, but I guess maybe that wasn't quite enough. So forgive me. I'm gonna be munching on some pretzels for a little bit. I'll get something after stream. Is that all you have to say, Ash? Mash almost died, you know. I know, but there's nothing else I can possibly do to make this up to Mash right now. I haven't ever studied any magecraft that could send her back to the future. Oh no, please don't worry about me. I was interested in what was at the bottom of the pit too. In Fairy Britain, people just treat the pit as something that's always been there. But when you think about it for even 2 seconds, it's obviously strange that there's a giant hole in the middle of the island. I honestly thought it was weird that nobody investigated it in all this time. So the pit's still around in the future? Nobody ever filled it in? Filled it? Girl, it's it's like 7 kilometers down. Like, what do you fill it in with? The world? Like Happy Cat, come on. Yeah, exactly. Well, given how deep it is, I'm not surprised. For all we know, it may even be bottomless. And since, unlike the Spear of Selection, it doesn't seem like something that can be sealed away, I don't think we have much choice but to keep an eye on it for a while. Huh? The Spear of Selection? Do you mean the Staff of Selection? Now that you mention it, I'm surprised you don't have the Staff of Selection, despite being this land's savior, Ash. Did you lose it somewhere? I haven't heard of this staff of selection, but no, I don't have the spear of selection any longer. The implements of selection came to Britain along with me when I first washed up here from my homeland. But I'm afraid my feelings corrupted them, making them unsuitable. So I had them sealed away inside the cathedral. Man, what a waste! The garden and the spear used to be Ash's trump cards. The garden was a bounded field that could trap nightmares, and the spear was a weapon that could admonish any fairy it touched. But then, during the last calamity, the fairies behaved so badly that Ash got super mad at them, and that caused the nature of the spear to turn away from what it should be. If you don't mind my asking... Wait, goddammit. If you don't mind my asking, could you tell me what makes these weapons so, unsuitable? How can I put this? The spear itself is still as strong as ever, but when it turned, its restraints were removed and its capability to recharge kind of went haywire. Basically, the spear of selection no longer uses its wielder's magical energy to power its attacks. Now, it does so by feeding off the life force. Well, the youth, really, of its wielder. Oh, so you'd become Hag. Interesting. I shouldn't say that. Okay. I know that there's a lot of people out there that have sort of normalized the use of the term hag, but I mean, you know, and I will admit that circles that I run in, you know, they do you know, tend to use that word a lot, but I know that lots of women are not too keen on that word becoming a lot more normalized, which, I mean, there's a lot of language that we have that's become more normalized in recent years that I'm not a big fan of, so forgive me. I'm trying to tone down on that. All right. So now we're back in the regular timeline. Of course, while I'm trying to snack on pretzels, they've got a bunch of talky bits that I've got to talk through. All right. Well, let us actually hold on. While I'm munching on these here pretzels, I say, is there anyone that I could maybe go ahead and level? Because I did just get all of my thingies from the shop. Maybe in particular, oh yeah. Let's go ahead and level up, level up Medusa, the rest of the way. Wait, what the hell? Why can't I,
そろそろクエストに戻る?
Why can't I use all of these 4-star ones down here? That is bizarre. Huh. Oh, what the hell? Why is it set to only 5-star? There we go. That's a little bit better. I'll go with that, and then yes, sir. Boom, 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 boom. Still taking a lot though. That's fine. That is okay. Oh, got that super suck on there. Good stuff, good stuff. All right. Yeah. Oh. All right. Oh, finally got her all leveled. Let's see. I think that's it. That's basically it. Yeah, why not? However, hold on. There's some down here that I haven't leveled either. Goddamn. There's a lot. Yeah, at some point I need to level these fuckers that I got just collecting dust down here. But all right. Let's continue on. All right. I do love me pretzels. Also, because right now they're the only thing kind of like preventing me from collapsing over. What is happening over there? Play nice, you two. Wish I had a bowl, but all I have is the cap for the pretzel jar to just pour the pretzels into. So there we go. Alrighty.
Good morning. I'm sorry to call you here so early when I know you're still exhausted from yesterday's battle, but I'm afraid this couldn't wait. Last night, Altrian really received invitations from Lady Mirian of Gloucester to attend Ferium, a fairy ball she'll be holding soon.
Oh ho! We're gonna have the fairy ball going on? Oh. A little princess prom? We've been invited to a fairy ball? Holding a ball now, huh? She's up to something. That much is for sure.
Hang on. You said this fairy ball is called Ferium? What exactly is that anyway? Allow me to explain. I've always wanted to go to a ball, so I know all about them. Ferium, a moonlit gala that every fairy in Britain dreams of attending. Every fairy who has done something impressive that year, like clan heads, is invited to speak about and be celebrated for their accomplishments. Attendees get to enjoy never-before-seen scenery, never-before-eaten cuisine, and never-before-heard music. And then, to cap it all off, they decide on the Fairy of the Year, the one who stands atop fairy society and shines more brightly than any other. Isn't that right, Altria? There's not a fairy in Britain who doesn't dream of attending Farium, right? I guess. Maybe. I suppose there was a time I dreamed about it myself. Wait, does that mean we're going? 'Cause I was kind of hoping I'd never have to go to another Farium if I could help it.
This is our chance to ring another bell.
Yeah, that's definitely what Mirian has in mind with this invitation. Though I still don't know why she's giving us this opportunity.
That's right. This is Mirian's way of making her intentions known to both the Queen and the Child of Prophecy. It makes perfect sense that the Lord of Gloucester to hold a ball from time to time, and that goes double for one with a long, storied history like Farium. Though, of course, Altria and Relly will hardly be her only guests. I doubt Morgan will step away from her throne, but she'll almost certainly send a delegation. At minimum, Tristan and Lancelot will be among them. Those, I do like them. I do like them, ladies. That Tristan and Lancelot.
Right, of course. Lancelot always wins Fairy of the Year.
That little blue bitch, huh?
Wow! Okay, Muramasa. Calm down.
I'd love a little payback while we're there, but Gloucester is bound by Mirian's rules. So no one from any faction can fight at this ball, right?
It is like Princess Prom. Wow. All right. That's right. Which makes this a perfect opportunity.
Under ordinary circumstances, we'd never be able to get into Gloucester now that we've defied the Queen by ringing 2 bells and defeating Woodwoes. But for this occasion, we can proudly attend the ball as distinguished guests. And once we're inside, well, sneaking around and finding secret rooms is what you do best, right, Altria? Say what? I knew it! Time to finally put those shady spells of yours to good use. Did you have to say it like that?
Then it's settled. I'll ready a carriage right away. The ball is being held tonight, so we'll need to hurry if we're going to make it to Gloucester by evening.
Tonight? Jesus, man. What was Miriam thinking? I mean, hey, we're on a tight schedule, you know, man. The end of the world doesn't wait for many people. All right. Now we got some battles to attend to, and we're dealing with a Avenger, huh? Never fight Avengers. All right. So I need me a Moon Cancer, which means I'm taking BB. BB, baby. It's your time to shine. All right. Let's see. Yes, sir. So we're gonna grab Merlin. And we're also going to grab... There we go. And then we're going to grab... where's she at? BB, where you at, girl? There she is. Alright. And then... Yeah. That should be everything we need. And then I'll put Merlin up here instead. Yes, sir. Alright. Alright, yep. This is the dream team. Let's do it. Blue stacks! God dang it. Well, that gives me a little bit more time to fucking pig out on pretzels, because, yeah, man, like, I am dying over here. You know what? I'm gonna get myself a fucking pizza after this. I don't give a shit. Yes, resume, please. Don't test me tonight, FGO. Wait, we're just going into battle? Huh. Okay. No pomp, no panache, just straight into it. Alright, then. Okay, and then here we go. Although, hold on. There you go. Alright, baby. Get in there. Yes, sir. Goodbye. Alright. Now. Okay. Actually. Ah, come on. Fuck you and your 1966 health. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's do this, and then this, and then... like... that.
タンバイスレイブゴー派手にやっておしまいなさいこれがタマモ重工の優秀兵79式タマモタンクですの
Tamamo tank, yes sir. Oh my, big boys. Okay, let's see here. I will do this. And then we'll do this.
完全敗北よろしくて
And then we'll do this.
何事もやればできるさ。
And then we'll do
メル
this.
シタン
And
やる
then
かしょんな
this. And then
ま
this.
従いますけど残酷に落としてあ
Alright, baby.
げるこれが
What can you make happen right out of the
期
gate?
待したエゴの末路カーストカッティングクレーター思い知りました
Okay, alright, you know what? Not crazy bad.
ですか
Oof. I love how they wind up their attacks like they're fucking throwing a baseball or something.
従いますけど笑わせないでくれこっちこっち
Ha 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 ha.
ああ
That's right. Get absolutely
増
fucked.
えただけでした
Okay. Not too shabby. Ooh. We have painted the town RGB, I see. Phew, we made it. Our second time in Gloucester. Redrabit and Percival are waiting outside the city limits, so we don't have to worry about them. But, unfortunately, we only have 2 invitations. One for Altria and one for Relly. And each invitation only allows for a single +1. So, who should go with them? Did I? God dang it. Spat out a little pretzel onto the mic.
Da Vinci and I make the most sense. We've both met Murian. Having you around would be helpful since words hit harder than swords here. But knowing you, I'm also sure you'll have no problem sneaking in anyway.
Naturally, I'm flattered by your trust, Muramasa. I know a number of Gloucester's fair ladies, so I'm sure I can find one in need of a kingly companion.
Fine with me. You guys have fun. I'm just gonna spend some time in the city.
Damn, I just realized this means I won't get to go to the ball after all. Aw, let Gareth go, man. Come on. Like, she's been dreaming of this the entire time. Like, come on, Muramasa. Go hang out with Happy Cat. You can let Gareth have her, have her dream, alright? But that's okay. That just means I have a great opportunity to visit the Count's shop. Come with me, Happy Cat. Alright then, I guess, if she's okay with it. But I mean, still, could have at least offered. That's all I'm saying. Count Pepperon gave me a letter of introduction to his shop where we could... Here when we left Londinium. He even said we could go and have a good time together. He's so considerate, don't you think?
Oh, the Count's store, huh? I guess that sounds kind of interesting. Okay, let's go. I wasn't really looking for fun tonight, but this doesn't sound bad.
Wonderful. Glad you're both getting along so well. Now, moving on. What should we do about little Miss Coldfeet over there, Relly? Muramasa and I'll bring her there whether she wants to go or not. Oh yeah. We don't... And around these parts, consent is optional. That better never be taken out of context, I swear to God. Poor Gareth. I know, right? Would have been nice if, like, again, like, Muramasa, you don't need to go in there. Come on.
Guess that's all we can do, huh? I got the left side, you get the right.
No! Don't make me do this! I don't want to go to the ball dressed like this! I don't want to run into anyone I know! You're a king, right, Oberon? You can go and ring the bell. Just don't forget to bring me a souvenir. Something tasty would be nice. Cut that. Got pretzel flying all over the place. Cut. Oh, it's a little like flap of skin on my lip. Cut that out. No proper child of prophecy should ever say that. Do you know how many aspiring Cinderellas would give their eye teeth for an invitation to this ball? Deal with it. Their what? Come again? Their eye teeth? What does that mean? Their eye teeth? Is that one of their teeth? What's an eye tooth? I don't understand. Oberon, was that you doing a wicked stepmother? That one kind of went over my head. Yeah. I'm sorry, I just didn't expect Altria to be so stubborn about this. Do you have some ball-related trauma? Did you get mistaken for a server or something at one before? Don't be silly. Of course I've never had anything that embarrassing happen to me. It's just, you know, I'm basically the face of the Round Table Army now, so I don't want to go there underdressed. Oh, is that all? Well, don't worry then. Nothing better or more formal than for a warrior to wear than their battle dress. Then again, if you prefer, we could always have Relly go on ahead. But I doubt you'll be able to find him again later, so it'll just be you and Muramasa at the ball in that case. Okay, then, I'll get going. Okay, I'll go already. Just don't leave me behind. Oh, she is really cute. Castoria, you cutie. Ooh, wow. Look at all of this. I feel like I've seen this background before, though. Yes. Dance. Dance the night away. All right. It's beautiful. Yep, this is amazing. I never would have thought there was such a fancy ballroom next to the auction house. It's a Fey domain within a Fey domain. A top-notch otherworldly reality marble the likes of which you rarely get to see. You can tell since the inside of this building is clearly bigger than the outside.
Whatever it is, it's damn impressive. If this place is any indication, Miriam might just be the best damn gardener I've ever seen. Hell, the view's so great it even got Altria to calm down.
I'll have you know this is my second time here, so it's not like I was entranced by the scenery. Oh yeah! Yeah, we have been here before, so that's why I recognize the background. I was mostly wondering why Miriam hasn't bothered to greet us after she invited us. Oh, Altria's pissed now. Once she gets over herself, she really is a dependable ally.
You're right. Now that you mention it, I don't see her anywhere. I would have thought she'd be the first to use the Child of Prophecy to liven things up at her
May I have your attention, distinguished guests? On behalf of Lady Miriam, the owner of this beautiful building, I would like to apologize for her tardiness. I've been told she should arrive in about 1 hour, so please relax and enjoy yourselves in the meantime. So Miriam isn't even here yet, and there's no sign of Oberon either. What do you think, Relly? Should we just go sneak into the bell tower now? I don't think so. Now that we've come this far, we may as well... What's happening? Looks like we've got a new arrival. Oh, wow. All the fairies are making way for... Oh, ho, ho, ho. Gah. What?
Damn.
Fucking Da Vinci. Just... Hold on. I got pretzel in my mouth. She's just like...
Oh my.
Hey, look. Who's that girl next to Aurora? Aurora's an exceptional beauty, but that fairy next to her is something else.
I see. So you go for the prim and proper young lady types, huh, Muramasa?
Got nothing to do with what I like. Just being objective here.
Oh my.
It's Beryl and Tomlin Tristan.
Yeah, that tracks. Of course, Morgan's daughter's here. So that's Miriam's game, huh? She sure is a vindictive little brat, isn't she? Or maybe she's a perfectionist. One who's clearly not going to be satisfied until she downright obliterates anyone who defies her.
Guess that was the last of the big guess. Altria, you looking for someone?
Uh-oh. No, it's nothing. I was just kind of wondering if Nakna Ria was here, that's all. Thank goodness she's not. Now I won't have to hear all her snide remarks about how she's so much better than me.
Oh boy.
Good day, child of prophecy. Congratulations on your victory at Londinium. Coral? I'm so sorry. I hope I wasn't being too loud. Oh gosh, I wasn't I? I'm sorry. I'm from the country, so I'm totally out of place here. It's nice of you to come say hello. I know how you feel, but it's okay. There's nothing to be nervous about. Miriam's case casts a spell on this ballroom that hides attendees' faces from anyone who doesn't already know them. So please, relax. You don't have to worry about anyone you don't know seeing you here. These kinds of parties don't happen every day. It's best to enjoy them while you can.
Aw, she's got a nice cute little smile. We've never seen that before because she's always just glowering at us.
I see. Thank you, Coral. You know, I have to say...
You look like you're much more at ease here than you were in Salisbury.
I assure you, I'm not the least bit giddy about being here. I'm only here to guard Lady Aurora. Let me remind you, foreign mage, you may have been invited here, but you're still just a human.
Wow. And the racism immediately comes out. Good talk.
I suggest that you remember your place and not speak your mind so freely if you know what's good for you. Thanks for the warning. You're always worried about humans' welfare, aren't you? That was your way of telling him that speaking to other fairies that way could cause big trouble, right? Don't go putting words in my mouth. I intended nothing of the sort. I'm not like Lady Aurora. I have no fondness for humans, and I don't think of them as equal in any way.
Just say it right to my face, why don't you?
Is that so? Because the way I see it, Aurora might let humans do whatever they want, but you actually tell them what they need to hear. So between the two of you, you seem like you actually treat humans much more kindly than... Silence. I don't care what kind of fairy you are, or what clan you're from. To slander Lady Aurora is to slander the entire Wind Clan. And daring to compare her with the likes of me, absolutely unthinkable. I see now it was foolish of me to bother paying my respects to the Child of Prophecy. This is supposed to be a gala for distinguished guests. Brush up on your etiquette before you consider attending another. Gotcha, sorry about that. But before you go, do you mind if I ask just one more question? I couldn't help but notice that other fairy next to Aurora. Is she serving as her escort tonight? Even though you're her right-hand fairy? No fairy shines more brightly than Lady Aurora. Only the most beautiful of fairies deserves to stand by her side. As such, I'm happy to offer up my seat to one more suitable like her. Even if she is a grotesque creature who crawled her way up from the foulest sludge imaginable.
Okay, then. There she goes.
After what Da Vinci just said, I don't blame her. What was that all about, Da Vinci? It's not like you.
Yeah, well, that was a bust. I've been wondering just how different Coral's and Aurora's values really are for a while now, so I thought I'd take this chance to see for myself. But I guess I went a little too far. Tihi pero.
How different their values are.
I love it whenever they have Altria just with her no thoughts, head empty face. It's like, wait, why'd she put this veil on all of a sudden?
What did you people say to Coral? I've never seen her so upset before.
You're the fairy who was with Aurora.
Oh, right. I'm not wearing my armor today, am I? Pardon me. This isn't our first time meeting, but it is my first time properly introducing myself.
Wow, look at her smile. She's so pretty. Okay, yeah, I get it.
I'm Tomleen Lancelot. Welcome to the ball, Altria, Relly. And who might you be, young lady? Would you mind if I asked your name?
Oh my.
Not at all. I'm Leonardo da Vinci. Pleasure to meet you.
Da Vinci! Why are you letting yourself get rizzed up, girl? Da Vinci? Da Vinci?
What? I might be Caldia's technical advisor, but I'm still an artist first and foremost. I can't help but appreciate beauty wherever I find it.
Well, damn if you don't seem like a totally different person. Is this what you're like when you're not in armor?
Oh.
I'm sorry, have we met?
Damn! You mean you don't remember? You knocked me off a damn castle and filled me full of holes!
Oh, you must be Muramasa. I'm sorry. I never got a good look at your face.
Wow, I didn't expect her to be so expressive.
I do remember you, though. Gutting you like a fish was so much fun. I knew you must still be alive. I had a feeling we would get to fight again someday. I wonder when our next fight will be. Maybe you'll finally manage to cut off my head? Oh, I can't wait to punch that cobbled together spirit core straight out of you.
Yeah. Right on. The hell? She kind of reminds me of Oberon.
She's the princely type, a total prince. No wonder she's been gifted Lancelot's name. You wouldn't happen to be Avalon's... Oh, right. Aurora told me not to let my true personality show too much. Congratulations on your victory at Londinium. We may be enemies, but that was a battle well fought, and I must commend you. Also, there's one thing I'd like to ask you. How is Percival doing? I've been told he's still alive, but is he hurt at all? Or is there anything unusual about him?
No, he seems fine, except that his hair changed color. Do you know Percival?
I'm his big sister. Oh, his big sister. Well, no wonder you're worried about...
Huh? Percival's big sister? Huh. Interesting. Okay. So she's One-chan. How about that? I would not have gandered. Thank you. Uh-huh. Alright, hold on. Sure, give me some of them babies. Alright, still no battles. Let's go. Hey, well, you know what? At least, the thumbnail is appropriate now. I thought that there was a chance that we might start seeing more of Lancelot, considering what happened in the last stream. But yeah.
Tomleen Lancelot. She just up and left after telling us she was Percival's sister.
The strongest human and the strongest fairies are siblings. Wow.
Percival kept this pretty close to the chest.
I don't think he was hiding it from us. There was just never any reason to bring it up. Is this something most people in Britain know about Altria? No, not at all. In fact, I don't think most people would believe it if we told them. I can barely believe it, and I just heard it straight from Lancelot.
I guess Percival wants to keep it a secret. It'd probably be hell on the Round Table's morale to know their commander is actually Lancelot's brother. But that oblivious Tomlin just spilled the beans like it was nothing. I swear, Tomlin just seem to go around doing whatever the hell they want all the time, don't they?
What do we do now?
It's not a big deal. I think we should just keep this to ourselves. Hold on. Oh.
That's some like pretzel stuck in the old wisdom tooth. Got it. All right.
It's not as though Percival and Lancelot are in contact, and it's not our place to comment on their relationship as siblings.
Got it. If you're okay with that, we don't mind keeping it a secret. I still don't get how they can be siblings at all when Percival's human and Lancelot's a fairy.
It's not uncommon for fairies to adopt humans as their children.
Oh, step bro. I see. All right then.
So I'd guess Lancelot and the fairy who took in Percival are old acquaintances. Well, this explains why he didn't want to go near Salisbury.
Da Vinci?
You there, human. That's right, I'm talking to you. One of the Tomlins said they wanted to talk to you out on the terrace. Get out there and fast. Make sure you're on your best behavior, too.
Who are you? Me?
Well, you are the only human here, so... What are you going to do? Are you going to see what she wants?
As long as all of you come with me, I'm scared.
Of course. Even with Miriam's rules in place, this is still enemy territory, and the terrace is a private area, so no other fairies will bother us there. It's perfect for clandestine conversations. I guess Lancelot must have more she wanted to ask us about after all.
Fine with me. Honestly, I was hoping to observe her a little more anyway.
Oh, yeah?
By which I mean her outfit. Just her outfit. I thought I could pick up some tips from its construction, you know?
What? Muramasa, you need to try better than that. It's not Lancelot. It's Gawain.
Oh, for the...
Yep. Oh my goodness. Look at you, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's some good stuff right there.
I'm impressed you accepted an invitation from the enemy. Not that I ever doubted you would.
That dress looks good on you.
Of course it does. I'm a lord. I'm not so barbaric as to wear armor to a ball.
Good evening, Bargarest. We haven't seen you since that night in the Welsh forest. We also have no idea what kind of disciplinary measures you had to face afterwards. If you have something you want to say to us, why don't you start with that? What is it, Bargarest? Is this for Relly's ears only or something?
No, not exactly.
It's not that, Da Vinci. You just captivate her. Come on, Bargarest, spit it out already. We don't have all night here.
I know. I'm a busy woman myself, so I'll keep this brief. Da Vinci, was it? I'm currently confined to my territory, and I've been relieved of my duty to protect Britain. Consequentially, I have no reason to raise a hand to the Child of Prophecy now. I wasn't even planning to attend this ball at all, until I realized I might see you all here. So I swallowed my pride and came here to speak with you. Does that answer your question?
Sure does. I know you don't mean us any harm right now, but I had to be sure you understand.
Pay it no heed. You're the Foreign Mage's advisor. I understand you had to ask. Now, here's my question for you. I'd like you to tell me whatever you can about the outside world, about proper human history. High Queen Morgan has given me a broad overview,
but I still know nothing of its history, or what things are truly like there. I would like to know if you are actually merciless arbitrators, barbaric invaders, or well-meaning visitors who truly wish to know our history.
Uh-huh.
And there you go, that's all I can tell you in the limited time we have. Our battles in the Lost Belts have been to reclaim our history and our future. This place isn't our target now, but it's still a Lost Belt that will eventually need to be pruned. But that doesn't mean we have any issues with this Lost Belt's inhabitants, or that we want to erase its history. Even though this may be a zero-sum game, where only a Lost Belt or proper human history can ultimately survive, that's an issue between worlds, not residents.
Is that how you feel too, Relly?
Nodders.
I see. You truly are a young man of integrity, aren't you?
I really like her smile. She's got a really handsome smile.
In that case, let me now ask you this. Do fairies exist in proper human history as well?
Yep. Life isn't exactly easy for them, but we do still have fairies in Britain's woods. There's also fairies in Ireland, the Isle of Skye, and France just across the channel.
Ireland, Skye, France. I see. Alright, setting those questions aside for later. What about calamities and moors? Do those exist too?
Nope, we don't got none of those.
What a peaceful world yours must be. I envy the fairies who inhabit it. Okay, then let's say strictly hypothetically. What if we were to... No, never mind. That would be asking far too much. I've learned what I wish to know. My apologies for taking up your time.
Yes, Bargarist, you could move to proper human history. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha, bitch.
How did you know? I didn't think that would even occur to you.
Oh, please. It wasn't hard to figure out, and I have no doubt Relly feels the same after talking to you. Bargarist, you've always seemed more focused on protecting the fairies of Britain than the land itself. The whole reason you agreed to serve Morgan is because she was keeping Britain safe. But if she has no intention of protecting its people, you'd have to find another way to do so yourself. All right, I think I'm good with the pretzels for right now. So it makes perfect sense that you consider moving them to a more peaceful place like proper human history.
But is such a thing even possible? The inhabitants of a lost belt can only survive inside their lost belt. And the fairies of Britain are doomed to be used and discarded as mere tools for High Queen Morgan.
True, that was the case for the other lost belts, but Britain is different. It really is possible for you and the other fairies to exist in proper human history, Bargus. What's up, Rabbit? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping in. We're just continuing on with Lost Belt 6 of FGO. It won't exactly be easy, of course. There are a number of major hurdles that would need to be overcome first, but they're nothing that can't be resolved through peaceful discussion. And I'm sure we could manage that as long as we have kind-hearted fairies like you and Altria leading the others.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, she's so cute.
I see. Then it seems I need to make a decision as well. Da Vinci, Relly, I'd like you to come to my domain, Manchester. I have a proposition I'd like to discuss with you there. I understand if you still can't trust me. Just hearing what you had to say has been enlightening enough.
Yeah, she's just a big old softy. Just a big old teddy bear, that Bargus. Oh, good. Question mark. I always love when I don't know the class of the enemies I'll be facing. Sorry I'm late. It took me longer to get in than I thought. Was that Bargus I just saw leaving? Looks like whatever she wanted must have been pretty serious. She didn't challenge you to a duel or something, did she?
Well...
I see. So she's thinking about emigrating to proper human history. There's something I hadn't considered. But that's just the kind of bold thinking I'd expect from her. Definitely an idea worth pursuing. I wish I could have been here for that discussion. So what did you tell her?
That was as far as we got. It's too dangerous a topic to discuss here. So she asked us to come to Manchester to talk it over. What do you think, Oberon?
Manchester, huh? Not sure I like the sound of that. The rule of Bargus domain is survival of the fittest. A very literal dog-eat-dog world where the weak are just meat for the strong. I'm not talking natural laws here either. This is something everyone there truly believes. In Manchester, the weak offer themselves up to the strong, and the strong think nothing of exploiting the weak. The very idea of fighting for their lives never even crosses their minds. Gloucester's Fey domain is designed to let the weak and strong coexist on equal footing. But Manchester's is all about letting the strong do whatever they like, the weak be damned. Still, if you're absolutely positive that Bargust won't try to attack you there, then I suppose you could pay her a visit.
Baggy didn't seem like she meant us any harm, but she's also definitely a carnivore. So if she did decide to eat us, there wouldn't be anything we could do to stop her.
Not really. You know the stories about the Black Dog Duchess, right? Bargus has taken a number of lovers over the years, but none of her relationships have lasted very long. They say she'll marry her then boyfriend and bring him back to her mansion, and by the next day she'll have eaten him whole. But base? Just kidding. The only creatures in all of Britain who eat fairies are the black dogs and Bargust. She may struggle against her nature, trying to be civilized, but those instincts always win out eventually. There's a reason she's so widely feared. I really can't endorse this plan. Aww.
So that's why she's called the Black Dog Duchess. Come to think of it, Mike said something about her too. Gawain of many loves, Gawain the glutton. Always hungry, never satisfied. She'll take a lover one day and eat them up the next.
She seemed pretty sincere to me, but I guess that could just be part of her nature as a fairy.
Let's forget about Bargus for now. We still have an objective here, and we should focus. The bell tower's right next to this hall. In fact, we can sneak over there from this terrace. I think it would be best if we handled that now before the ball ends. Are you ready, Altria?
Yeah, okay. After everything else that's happened, I'm not even nervous anymore. Come on, Relly. Let's go ring that third bell.
Aw, snap. Here we go. Emigrating, huh? What a clever idea you've had, Bargus. And just after you burned down the Welsh forest, too. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's, that probably doesn't feel that great to Oberon. It's like, oh yeah, how convenient that you think to go over to proper human history after you literally massacred all of my friends. Oh yeah, I forgot she did that too. Those fairies were cute, man. Looks like that Merlin Magecraft finally came in handy.
Nice work with that lock, Altria. You did a hell of a job, like a modern-day Nezumi Kozo or Jiraiya.
I don't know who those proper human history fairies are, but something about their names tells me that wasn't a compliment. Now that you mention it, there are lots of fairies who love to play pranks, but I've never heard of one who likes to steal money.
Of course you haven't. Ordinarily, fairies would never have any need for money. It's only because Morgan created currency that fairy society started building banks to keep their property safe. And why lockpicking was developed in the first place. It's not easy to open human-made safes with fairy sacraments alone, so now we have lockpicking.
Merlin said something to that effect too. Something about these skills being useful on a journey like mine.
Come to think of it, I never did ask her about Merlin.
Altria, you said Merlin taught you magecraft, right? Did he live in Tintagel too? Actually, I've never seen him in person. I only heard his voice whenever I was by myself.
Like he was fucking
Nosferatu. He said he'd been imprisoned by a scary queen, but that he could still teach me magecraft if I didn't mind distance learning. So that's how I learned the basics of magecraft. Everything else I basically came up with on my own. I see. That sounds a lot like what happened with Proper Human Histories, Altria. By day, her adoptive father taught her the ways of knighthood, and when she was asleep, Merlin taught her what she would need to know to be king. Yup, that part is more or less the same here in Fairy Britain, too. Hang on, are you all hearing that chatter, too? Uh-oh. That fairyum you saw below was child's play, a fancy illusion, nothing more. But this is Gloucester, the city of trends, brands, and joy. It needs more than a party to liven things up. It needs excitement, stakes, pathos, drama. Which is why I've prepared a once-in-a-lifetime show for all of you to enjoy. This audition will decide the true queen. The winner of this battle will chart Fairy Britain's very future. Now get ready to howl with laughter and gasp in envy, because it's time for the main event.
What is going on here?
What? Where'd all those masked fairies come from?
I knew it. I knew you were up to something like this, Murian.
Allow me to introduce the contenders once again. Up on the stage now, we have one of the hottest couples in all the land. Tomlene Tristan, Her Majesty's beloved daughter, and Lord Barrelgut, Her Majesty's fiancé.
Ew. Ew to Barrelgut, not to Tristan. Ew.
Their opponent is the wind of change sweeping across Britain itself, Ansel's prophesied savior, Altria, the child of prophecy, and Lord Relly, the foreign mage. It will be here, on this stage, that Tristan and Altria's fated showdown began. And I'm also told that Lord Beryl and Lord Relly have an even deeper connection. Can you think of a better matchup? I certainly can't. Now come to the stage. Whatever I may think, Gloucester's Belle will not reject one capable of defeating Tomlene Tristan.
This is amazing! Trust Lady Murian to give us what we didn't even know we wanted. Lady Tristan means business this time. That's a traditional combat fairy outfit if I've ever seen one, and I have. Oh my gosh, no matter how many times I see Barrelgut, there's just something indescribably wonderful about him. Just look at his limber stature, his strong muscular limbs. He looks like an expert dancer. The child of prophecy must be quite the looker too, seeing how she defeated Lord Woodwoes. What does her looks have to do with her defeating Woodwoes? I can't wait to see what the savior of Britain looks like. Don't listen to them, Altria. Oh, there she goes.
It's too late. She's already trying to sneak away. Get back here, Altria. There's no getting out of this now. No, let me go. I can't do this. No, seriously, I can't.
Just kick her onto the stage. It won't matter once she's up there.
Oh, bride!
I know how Altria feels. What do we do, Muramasa?
Murian, stage like this has got to have a dressing room, right? Where's it at?
Oh, if it isn't Muramasa, I'm glad you're still alive and well. Yes, there is a dressing room behind the stage. What's this about?
Great, give us a minute. Hey, Relly, come here a second.
Huh? What's going on here? Ah, man, where'd they go? Are they seriously not gonna fight after we went to all this trouble?
Of course not. Nobody in their right mind would ever fight me. This isn't like the last time. There's no rule against magecraft. I'm wearing a much more glamorous outfit, and I've got you here with me. It's a shame I won't be able to cut that cheeky tongue of hers out, but I can live with watching her run off with her tail between her legs. In fact, I actually feel sorry for her. I mean, can you imagine anything more hilarious than a pathetic, low-class fairy being paraded around as the child of prophecy of all things? You couldn't find anyone more miserable in all of Britain.
Oh, yeah? We'll just see about that. Huh? Huh? There she goes, second ascension. Oh, baby girl, she's so shy. No, Altria, smile. Stand up straight, no slouching.
Right, okay. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Well, you've said your bit, Tristan, but what's with that totally obscene outfit? I am Altria, the child of prophecy, and on my honor as a caster, I'm going to ring the bell of pilgrimage whether you like it or not. Try to get in my way and I'll cut you and those tastefully expensive heels down to size. Damn. Ha, Kitty's got claws. Still, I didn't think you'd know a decent high heel if it stepped on you. But all this big talk is going to make losing much more embarrassing. I feel sorry for you, sure, but that doesn't mean I'm going to spare you. Huh? Wait, you actually think you're stronger than me? Oh, now I actually feel kind of bad. Oh, I really do have nothing but pity for you, you know. You've had plenty of practice running home and crying to mommy, right? I mean, I think so, since this'll be your second crack at it. Damn, okay, Altria, I see you, let's go. No, it won't. You're the one who's gonna be crying after I tear you apart. Ouch, Tristan can't hold a candle to her trash talk, can she? Guess it's hard to compete with someone who's used to bottling up her frustrations. Anyway, I would have liked to chat with you a little more, really, but since this is a 2-on-2 battle, well, it was never gonna go any other way, right? Personally, this is my very first time fighting a master, and I'm going up against a seasoned veteran who's defied death more times than I can count. So I plan on treating this as a learning experience. Let's enjoy killing each other, shall we, Kohai? Damn. No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay with the, oh, it rolled over. You sons of bitches. BlueStacks and FGO, the absolute worst dynamic duo ever. Okay, we're just gonna get through this fight, and then that's going to be the end of things for the evening. And yes, the only senpai that exists is what's her name? I don't remember her name because I just call her senpai. So. But you guys know who I'm talking about. I mean, there's also Pepe, and what was her name from the Scandinavian Lost Belt? Yeah, her too, even though she's dead. All right, let's get back in there. And I'm probably gonna have to skip over all the shit again. Yep, get out of here. Okay, so I'm locked in, right? I can only use, okay. Alrighty then. I don't know how this is gonna go. I mean, we've already done this fight before, but for real, man.
いいね。モルガンの娘同士、マスター同士の戦いってわけだ。楽しもうぜ、後輩。
Oh, that's what your voice sounds like? You'll die being skinny? Attack up, huh? Okay then. Okay. Alright, we'll just keep that in our back pocket for now. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Oof. Okay. Now let's do this. And how long does the invincibility last? I can't even remember. Is it for a turn? Yes, 1 turn. Okay. Alright, and then
まあもちろ
boom,
ん
boom, boom.
ここでセクエンス先手の杖光を
Get fucked.
最高
Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Now we got a little curse action going on. That's not very good. What if we do this? Ha 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 ha. Alright, do we still got the arts buff, so let's do it.
負けないぞここでまっすぐ立ちはだかるなら先手の杖光をやだな
Oof. Okay, and then we're gonna do this, and
ですから
then this, and then this.
負けないぞ
Alright, those curses are literally going to be the death of me, I think.
希望の地楽園の後誰に呼ばれるまでもなく
Oh, and I instantly get a 500% overcharge. So that should be 5
やっはじけて
5 turns of or 5 hits of invincibility, right? Boom. Okay. Bastard, I'll tear you apart.
ショータイムねほーら
And then
これがあなたの
oh, ain't that too bad.
フェイルノートもうやだ最高
Uh-huh. Yes.
乗ってきた乗ってきた受け取ってくれ
Oh, is that so? I see. All right then. Let's see here. Let's see. Boom,
も
boom,
ちろん
boom.
負けないぞここでまず立ちはだかるなら
I think I might have to do a redo because, yeah, I let her shit go, too long. Just use a fucking command spell. Why the fuck not? Okay. Oh, and I get to. Okay then. Let's see here. All right. So we'll do a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that.
ここでまっすぐセクエンスここまでやれば
Okay. You gonna put some curses on me now? Looks like it. Okay.
今のうちに準備
P gain. All right, and then we're gonna do this,
白兵戦行きます
and then we're gonna do this. Actually, no, not that. We're gonna do that,
望
and
まれる
then
ことを望まれたように
that, and then
や
that.
りますそれはいつか来る兆しの星
All right, 300% charge. Let's go.
あなたは星をかざすでしょうアラウンドカリバ
Get rid of all those curses.
ーン
Yes, sir.
そこ動かないなんだ覚悟しろぐちゃぐちゃに
Uh-huh.
痛い
Okay, and then we'll do this,
今のうちに準備を
and then yes, sir. Do that, and then that, and then that.
負けないぞそれはいつか来る兆しの星
So I'm only gonna have one hit of invincibility now, but that's fine. I just need her.
カリバーン
I just need to block her MP.
ここまでやればショータイムねほーら
So sure hit only hits for evade,
フェイルノート
not oof. Damn. Okay. Let's try this again.
戦いですから
We're gonna do this, and then yeah, we want to get rid of those curses still.
やり
So
はけないぞ
do this.
あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです。さあ幕を開けてアラウンドカリバーン。ふやっ始め
Boom.
シャスキフォルズ。
Bam. Okay.
なんだ覚悟しろ。ほら
Uh-huh.
ブーター。
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
やだな。
Okay. And then yep, get rid of those curses again.
やります。
Yes, sir.
もちろ
Boom,
んやり
boom.
ます。あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても
She just keeps coming.
さあ幕を開
She
けて
can't stop, won't stop.
カリバーン。ここでまっすぐここまでやれば
Oh, blue stacks, please. Please hang in there, you stupid
皆さんのお
idiot.
かげです。
Hey! After like 2 years, I finally leveled this fucking thing up one more level. God damn. Skill has been leveled up. Yeah, buff all allies. Gander and order change. Yes, sir. And then look at that. Another 12.5 million until the next level up. God damn. All right. All right, the bell rang. Altria won. Oh boy. What happened there?
No, it's leaving me. Wait, come back. Mother's going to be furious with me again. She's going to ask me why I'm like this. Why I'm always like this.
The Tomlin lost. After Bargus, that makes 2. Fantastic. I knew Ansel's prophecy was right. From here on, the Child of Prophecy is the one to invest in. All that aside, where have I seen Tristan before? Oh, I remember now. I know exactly who she is. I saw her 100 years ago back in Lord Grimalkin's mansion. Her real name is Baobon Sith. She was a prostitute in Darlington and a vampire. A vampire? What in the world was the High Queen thinking? I can't imagine anything more disgusting than living on human blood. No wonder she stinks like a sewer. I can only wonder how many humans she sold her body to. The resurrection 100 years ago. Remember how Darlington was overrun with corpses? She and Morgan must have been responsible for Darlington's destruction and Lord Grimalkin becoming a night call. No wonder that damn vampire is the only one who made it out of that place alive.
No, you've got it all wrong. I just... Stop it. Stop it. Don't badmouth Mother. Mother always knows best. So what if I suck blood from dead bodies? So what if I'm undead? Darlington wasn't my fault.
She's running away! Baobon Sith is running away! I knew the queen wasn't thinking straight. Why else would she choose a low-class fairy like that as her successor? Boo! Boo! Now I feel a little bad about how this turned out.
So she was lying about everything, huh? I guess that's no surprise.
Well, shit, you really handed me my ass. You're as good as I've heard, Relly. Pretty sure there's no way I'll ever beat you in a master battle anymore. So what are you gonna do now? Gonna have your lady friend there kill me? Or are you gonna settle this yourself? As you can see, I'm totally unarmed now, and I don't have Baobon Sith to protect me anymore. Seems to me you're not gonna get a better chance than this to off me, am I right?
Relly?
This is Gloucester. We can't fight here. I don't trust him. He must have something else up his sleeve.
Gotcha. Too bad. I really thought I could end this here. Looks like you've got an even better nose for danger than Kadak. Now I'm really impressed. Well, time to show myself out. Besides, I don't see the point in playing with you anymore while MASH is still missing. So long, saviors. See you in Camelot someday. Damn.
So are we gonna go we're gonna go off and make Tristan part of our harem now too? Oh my god, the resolution is so bad. It's terrible. All right. Is that it?
Yep, looks like it.
Okay. All right. I guess we will go ahead and call it there for the evening. Okay, so I suppose oh, now the forest where Oberon lived is burned down on the map too. I just noticed that. Damn, that's rough, buddy. Okay. Well, yeah, I would say with that, we're going to go ahead and call it there for the evening. So I want to thank anyone that decided to stop in to check out the stream, even for just a minute or two. Always appreciate it. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing the Nikkei Little Mermaid event. So if you want to know when that'll be happening, go ahead and follow my Blue Sky or subscribe, and you'll know when we go live. But yeah, for tonight, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. So with all that being said, I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, a good morning, wherever it might be for you. And hopefully, with any luck, I will see you all tomorrow. So until then, stay groovy, everybody.